Welcome back to part 5 of Kirby's Dreamland. Just a heads up, I still watch other YouTubers. Like I enjoy watching other YouTubers still, especially Chuck Conroy, because I think he's the best person doing Let's Plays, because he gives us history on on the game and his experiences, and he does tips and tricks with people. Well, he does ticks and trips. Like he actually helps out people actually know where the secrets are and plays the games. I mean, I would only watch him. I could literally watch a playlist of him, but he does get tiring after a time. He is still good to watch. I hope he does a newer version of Xenoblade. I can't wait until that game comes out. I won't be able to buy it, but at least I can enjoy other people buy it and play through it. I mean, I won't be able to afford much, like DLC, but you should be happy for the things that you have and not for the things that you don't have. Because, right now, it could be a lot worse. That's another thing. You see all these people, squander their wealth on YouTube and buy, you see those YouTubers do, videos oh, I bought 200, in-game dollars just for this, and then they talk about oh, looks like that's gonna go on my credit card bill, and you just sit there and think to yourself at least you have money. I'm watching a guy play a game and kid about the fact that he probably won't have enough. I don't have anything at all, and you just sort of think to yourself good grief, these people take, these people would not survive. Because, you see these people doing, challenges can I survive off a $5 challenge? I don't really think they could survive off $1. An average person, yes. But, if you really want to go so far, survive off $1. Survive off of $1. You don't live in your house. You don't live in your house. You only have $1 to you. The only thing you would probably have is clothes, because, let's face it, we want decency. But not your polo or... I don't really pay attention to modern times. I only pay attention to stuff that I really care about, or things that should be important, like minimum wage or weather. But I would love it. I would just love it to see a YouTuber try to survive as an ordinary person. I mean, I'm talking about actual rich people. Because, maybe they would be able to survive, but, they always talk about, oh, I could do this. This is easy. But it doesn't feel like it. It just doesn't feel like it. You just see all these people take their wealth for granted, and they waste all their money on stupid little things. And you think to yourself, right now, those people could be trying to help at least person. I mean, there are people who help other underprivileged or people who don't have a lot to themselves, but ugh. I mean, I know that I don't have much money, and I would love to help certain people. I mean, I do certain things to help out people. If I ever see a hobo on the street, I will give them whatever change I have in my pocket, and call it that, and then they'll say, "Oh, bless you. May God look down upon you." And I'm like, "Thank you, sir. May God look down upon you too." And I'm not just saying that to brush them off or to get away from them. But I rather have God bless them instead of me, because I already know I'm a mess. I don't need much help. I know I'm not rich. I know I'll die alone. Not most likely, I will die alone. Because sure, Even if oh shoot, I hate those bats. Even if you get married, you're still gonna die alone because your partner is not gonna die at the same time as you. It's not like if you die, your partner's gonna get okay. That bat kissed Rick on the oh okay. Rick has a girlfriend, Mr. Bat, but like I know I'm gonna die alone, and I'm okay with it. I can take death. I've seen death like I have seen death like about 4 times in my life. Cause like I actually tried to commit suicide multiple times in my life, and I'm not scared. And like I know a lot of people say they're not scared of death, but like if death comes for me, I'll take it. I'll take it on the shoulder. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Because I might have to ditch Rick because like he's too big. But like I try to commit suicide multiple times in my life because either my family didn't care about me or I was bullied to the point. Cause like I still remember having this bully. Let's just call him Hi. Let's just call him Hi. Hi. That's his name. Hi. And basically, I remember he used to bully me. And like, here's the thing I don't get. Why, like, you know, the typical cartoon bullies who like take your lunch money and like pull on your underwear to give you a wedgie. He was sort of like that, but he was more of a intellectual bully, not really much physical. Because he would say stuff like, "Yeah, right," or whatever, and like, as most mothers or parents would say, try to make friends with your bully, which I tried to do because like I had a lot of bullies in high school, not in high school, grade school, and like. I remember each and every bully had some type of vendetta against me. And I don't know why. I mean, like, my mom worked at the school, but she wasn't like a teacher. She was just like a staff member, like preparing lunches and like helping teachers get their supplies. Basically like a little errand girl or errand woman. And like, whenever me and my sister need to talk to our mom about certain school events, she would be right there in the school. So like, and like at times me and my sister would often like sneak out of class just to talk to our mom and be like, okay, this is what's going on. And my mom would like bring it up at the next parent meeting. Whoa, that's a long tree. And my mom would bring it up like at the next parent and teacher meeting. And she would be like, the students don't like this teacher. And like it was like having a secret operative without like Avalanche. It was like having a secret operative that you can like rely on in a way. But like I don't know why these kids hated me. I don't know why Hi hated me. Like I wasn't that smart. Sure, I had artistic talent, but that can only take you so far in life. And like he just hated me for some oddball reason. Like, what did I do? What did I do to make him hate me? I remember when I actually sat down and talked to him, and I was like, "Why do you hate me?" He was like, "I." And he just didn't say anything to me. He just said, "Just cuz." And that's why, like, his first name. That's why, no offense, but I sort of hate anybody with that. Not to sound rude, but that name, due to the fact that his first name is, you know, Hi. I associate my bully with the name Hi now. And like I think that anybody with the name Hi is like bad, or Hi is a name that I do not like. It's sort of like how if you find hair in a pie at McDonald's, you associate all food with hair with McDonald's. It's like that. Or like how you associate breasts with melons because of their size and like shape, even though that's not true. What am I supposed to do with you? Maybe I'm supposed to freeze it, because Samus does freeze... Oh. I'll just die and take the full health. I can't keep running around with low health anyway. But like, yeah, and cause I remember when I was, cause I remember back in grade school, I went to the bathroom. He put like green beans in my milk. I go back to, like drink my milk. I'm like, what the? I get a mouthful of green bean. I get a mouthful of milky green beans, and all the kids, like all the bully group, is laughing, and I'm just like, ha ha ha, very funny. And I remember one time he literally shoved like because since I had no true friends, I did have like two friends, but like slowly over time, because like one of my friends left and the other one of my friends stopped talking to me after our other friend left, so I was just by myself again. And because like over time, like I said, when they took away a recess, I had no friends to talk to, so I used to bring down my drawing book, my little notepad that I used to draw in, and I was like, well, I may not have friends, but at least I had my drawing book. I remember he took the drawing book when I went to the bathroom and threw it into the garbage can, and I was like, where's my drawing book? And I'm like searching all over the place, and like the staff is like, well, maybe you should have left it upstairs. And like the staff were terrible. Because like, it felt like they didn't remember how to be a kid or what it was like to be a kid. Because some adults are like that, where they're like, oh, that's in the past. This is the future. I don't hold anything against any of my family or teachers from the past. That's a freaking lie. Everybody holds a grudge against somebody or holds something against something. You can't just outright say like, oh, I don't hold this over against them. Now that's a lie. Like, everybody holds something over somebody. If it be a old classmate, a teacher, or even an employee or coworker, everybody holds something against somebody, and they always want to prove it to them if they're either in the right or wrong. And like that's something that I can't believe. But like, I just hated him for that. Like, after that, I sat by myself for the rest of my school, like, grade school years. I sat at a table by myself, and like, the school therapist would be like, "Why are you sitting by yourself, Skippy?" And I'm like, "Well, I have no friends. Nobody really likes me, and well, I rather sit by myself, knowing that I'm safer by myself than with a person lying to me." But there were like a few people who were nice to me. Like there was my two friends, grade school friends. Like, grade school friends either last long or they don't. I really haven't kept in touch with them. They have their own lives to live. But like, my two friends, DC and DJ. And like, DC and DJ were the best. And like, all our names started with D, so we were all like, yeah, we're the D club, we're the DDD, and we were like, yeah, and that was fun. And like, DJ would always let us like borrow his games. He would be like, hey guys, you guys want to borrow Luigi's Mansion? Just make sure to bring it back. And we'd be like, we promise. And I brought it back the next day, and he was like, wow, you didn't take it. And I'm like, of course not. We're friends. And he was like, yeah, we're friends. And I let him borrow Sonic Advance 3 for GameCube. I mean, not GameCube, Game Boy. And he never returned it back. Or he did, or I misplaced it somewhere. But like, if he did return it back to me, thank you, DJ, if you're out there somewhere. like DC, he had a twin brother where his name was also DC, but like they were like twins, but the DC I'm talking about, my friend DC and not his brother, he was a little bit, chubby. So everybody would be like, "Oh, you guys are brothers," and like, "Yeah, but we're twins," and they're like, "You're twins?" And like, he would always get mad because people wouldn't believe him because he was like a little bit chunkier than his brother. And it was really, I mean, like like now it wouldn't be seen as okay, but like, not like as making fun of him, but like, but like one of the weirdest things that had to happen to my sister. No, I'll talk about my sister later after I get done with this. But like, my friends, the D Club as we called it, it was nice to have friends who had the same interests of you, and we all like Sonic the Hedgehog, and like. You would think a bunch of friends who like Sonic the Hedgehog during recess would like have trouble like pretending to be, because like we were all like, I like Sonic the Hedgehog. I like Sonic the Hedgehog. And then at recess we're like, who's going to be Sonic the Hedgehog? But DJ liked Silver. DC liked Shadow. And I was like, I guess I'll be Sonic. And we're like, yeah! So we all ran around with our hands behind us, running like Sonic the Hedgehog. And my sister's friends would just be like, is that your brother? And my sister would be like, no. I mean, he is, but I'm not sure. Ah, shoot. There we go. Yeah, I think I was supposed to kill him. But yeah, it was great. But like, after like a few more school years, DJ left to another school because I think his dad got another better job. Because like DJ was like, that friend who had like all the cool stuff, like all the retro consoles and like even the newer consoles and stuff. And he had like a cool bedroom. DC was like that kid who tried to be tough, but we all knew he was a softie and a little bit of a crybaby. No, I'm sorry, DC, if you're listening to this, you were sort of a crybaby, and I was the weird one where nobody would want to talk to me because like if I accidentally knocked over my food, or if a piece of pizza fell on the floor, if it was pizza day, I would literally pick it right back up and eat it, and people would be like, ew, and I'm like, 5-second rule, it's not bad if it's not bad if I eat it if I get it straight off the ground. Sheesh. It's like you guys never heard a 5-second rule before. And it was like that. We had the I don't want to say rich kid because DJ wasn't that rich, but like he was the middle class kid. DC was the tough kid who was a little bit of a crybaby. And we had me, the weird kid. So we made the ultimate trinity of friends. It was cool, but like I said, DJ's dad like got a new job or something, and like we never saw him again. And then like after that, me and DC just stopped talking, cause like after DC stopped talking to me, he became like, he got into like the popular crowd, and he was like, have you guys ever experienced one of your friends like slowly becoming a bully after that? Because like DC wasn't a bully, but like he just stopped like, associating himself with me, as to put it. I mean, like, I did miss our conversations about certain stuff, but like, hey, people grow and change. I mean, like, I can't do anything but just be nice to him. Come on, Kirby. I can't see a thing. Maybe I should... Oh, shoot, no. I wish I had burning, so I can just like. There we go. But yeah, like it was sort of I sort of hate the fact that like over time I just the person that I got to know and like stuff cuz like I remember when I got like the Jazzware Sonic action figures and like the set with Shadow, Sonic, Silver, Amy, Sonic and like the others. I actually brought Silver and Shadow to school and I was like, "Here, you guys get to have these." And like DC and DJ were like, "Wow, really?" And I'm like, "Yeah, these are yours." Besides, I don't really like Shadow or Silver. There we go. Ah, there we go. Look, it's Sammy. This is canon. Sanic. Samus. Samus and Kirby are part of the same world. Well, not same universe. Because, like, Dreamland's technically a planet in Samus' solar system, which means Star Fox exists in their world, too. The same with F-Zero. Ah, Kawasaki. But yeah, like, but luckily, like over time, even though I didn't have any friends to like grade school to high school, I met some great people in my second high school. Because the first one, it was the first high school that I went to was a ghetto high school, and like all the kids were delinquents. But like I met some of my greatest friends in my second high school, and I'm still glad they're my friends. But I haven't talked to them, and it just feels like I'm disappointing them as a friend, in my opinion. Oh, this is just Kirby's ability, but I get to, it just feels like I'm disappointing them as a friend. Because, like, I mean, like, at first we started having, like, cool conversations and stuff, but, like, now our conversations just aren't what they used to be. And, like, I know they have their life and like they're busy with certain stuff, but like I wouldn't mind just, you know, playing a few games with them, either online or going to certain places with them. It just feels like I'm slowly being like replaced or filtered out. And I'm okay with that cuz like I said, we're all going to die alone and I'm okay with that. Besides, friendship is a thing not friendship is a thing not to be bought. It's supposed to be earned because you have treated. It's a thing to be earned. It's a thing to be respected by. And I had a fun time with the people that I made friends with in my second high school. I still talk to them. We still hang out sometimes, but like they have their own life and I never truly had friends before, and it feels nice to actually find people who have the same interest as me. It feels nice to hang out, because, like, it just feels nice. And I know I probably took them for granted, and I'm sorry if I ever took you guys for granted. And I know whenever I say that to them, they're like, "You never took us for granted, Skippy," but it just feels like I have. Because I rely on them a little bit too much, in my opinion. But there will forever be people that I appreciate. Oh, shoot. There will forever be people that I appreciate. Ah, come on. It just feels like that. Like I took them for granted. But anyway, off of that note, I'll just have to talk to them myself. But like, don't take your friends for granted. And like, if you have to buy your friendship, then by default they're not actually your friends. To be honest, I was one of those kids who were trying to buy friends. Not because I was rich or anything, but because I felt really lonely and I never had like a true experience with friendship. And I will tell you guys from the get-go. During high school, I watched My Little Pony Friendship is Magic every single time I came back. I would literally just go to sleep with the show on, because like my only friend at the time was the internet. I had no friends to go to movies, no friends. Like, compared to my sister, who was a social butterfly, because like I was a outrovert. I would talk about things that I wasn't ashamed of, and I was like, hey, I like this, and I was like, man, I took this big crap, and my sister would be embarrassed by me in some senses, but like my mom would be like, probably sharing too much is probably you shouldn't share too much to, ward off people. And I'm like, oh, okay, gotcha. And then like I sort of had my own, like everybody has their own vision of what would happen when they would get older. I just assumed that I would be like a famous artist or a famous cartoonist with my show on TV and people watching it and kids getting inspired by me being like, I want to be the next you. And I'm just like, well, don't be the next me, be the next you. Just you. But feel free to take inspiration from me. Like that. But like, life has not turned out this way. I had to quit like 2 of my jobs just because of poor management. Like, I used to work in retail, and you guys probably all know the stories. Like, my manager was terrible. Customers trying to do return backs, like stuff like that. It is like that. You have to be careful of like phony checks and stuff. What's this? Oh, it's a sound. I just can't help. Oh, shoot. Oh, got that on the first go. I can't help but to hear Kawasaki's voice whenever I see him. Hey, Kirby. Why don't you try some of my food? Kawasaki sure is gay, Tiff. Escargoon, get me some of that gay food. Sire, that food's too gay for you. I want some food too. I don't know if that was Mennonite or a French guy. Could be. I am Mennonite. Okay, a Mexican voice from Mennonite actually suits him. It actually does suit him, because it is funny. Try to be in, Kirby. Do not fall off the stage, Kirby. Okay, that's not fair. Yes, cat. Hump the ball. Woo! But yeah, like, Oh, good. Kawasaki's happy. I know I'm not perfect. I mean, like during high school, most kids were worried about girlfriends or like dating like that. Like the thing is that I never understood about dating is that like I understand dating, but once you start dating, it's all about like the relationship and how you can, you know, because it's hard to explain. Dating is the love between two people carried on throughout the relationship. They both have an understanding. But like you see most people who start dating and like they only date cuz like I got half of my high school experience and knowledge, well not experience, but like half of my high school knowledge from like, you know, typical TV shows. TV shows like Kim Possible and like my cousin would tell me like, "Oh, this is what high school's like." And I'm like, "Really?" Like I got half of my high school information from like cartoons and TV shows. I don't know one thing about truly high school because like everybody's high school experience is different. I just assumed it would be like TV or cartoons or from what my cousin told me. But like it turns out it's actually different, like for each person. And like my high school experience, I had two high school experience. One in my ghetto or like bad high school and one in my nice better high school. And like the ghetto one, all the teachers liked me in the ghetto school because they were like, "You actually turned in your work." And I'm like, "Of course I would. Why wouldn't I?" I also did the extra credit and some of the extra homework on the side. And they're like, "No, no, 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 no." And I'm like, and they're like, and I'm like, "Did I say something bad?" They're like, "No, no, 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 no. You don't have to do any homework this week." And I'm like, "Why not? Why not? There's a test coming up because page 4 of this booklet says there's a test coming up." And they're just like, "Oh, God bless you." And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Isn't this what kids in high school are supposed to do? Study for their homework and like get it done?" Because like the kids in the ghetto high school, either they were pregnant, delinquents, or in jail. And I'm like I'm the only kid, and like half the teachers had to actually keep a watch on me. Not because I was like a bad kid. I was like the most harmless kid there. They had to keep an eye on me just in case because they didn't want any other kid giving me a hard time. They were like, "Skippy, did this kid bully you?" And I'm like, No, they didn't bully me. Like half of the kids, because like I was that kid in school who ran to his classes. Not because I was late, but because I didn't want to be late. But like there was one thing, but there was like, I remember the art teacher hating me. Not because like most people would say, "Oh, it's because I drew anime," isn't that? No, it's because I sort of knew too much and I proved her wrong in certain stuff. Because she would be like, "Oh, this was made by Picasso." And I'd be like, "No, actually that was made by Van Gogh. Van Gogh. You actually got the wrong and the dates are wrong too." And the teacher would be like, "Talk to me after class." The teacher would be like, listen, I went to school. How about you?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm going to school and I'm learning this stuff." She's like, "We didn't have technology back in our day." And I'm just like, "I know that, but I just wanted, like, I didn't mean any harm to it. I just wanted to prove to her that I was listening and that I was actually studying." I don't blame the teacher for hating me. I mean, like, I don't blame any teacher for hating like a wise ass. Like, wise asses usually make the teacher look bad, and they usually try to do it to make it seem like they're smarter than everybody else. But yeah, I remember there was like a upstairs, like a third floor to the high school that I was in. Like there was more classes and even a display case, but like there was no classes up there for some oddball reason. So I snuck up there one time and I saw a bunch of empty classrooms and I was like, whoa. And I was like impressed with it. Like all these great classrooms, but nobody's using them. And like I remember I saw some bags up there, and I know stealing's wrong, but like I took the bags. They were like in a display case. They were like little tiny string bags, and I was like, cool. And like no, since nobody ever went up there, I doubt anybody remembered there was like a display case full of bags, like string bags. And I know that's not good. Kids don't steal. The only reason why I took them was because like of my own curiosity. Yo! I'm stuck. Oh. But yeah. It's like certain, because I remember they got rid of after school programs, and I used to love after school programs because I used to be part of an art class with my favorite art teacher back in grade school, Miss A. Or Miss Man, or whatever I called her last time. A Man. Let's call her just Miss A Man. And like I also, because like it was just cool. It was just cool, just doing after school stuff. But like they take away after school programs, and like kids have nowhere else to go. Because like I remember they did after school programs to be like, let's take our kids off the street. Let's give them an opportunity to grow and advance as human beings. And then like they take it away and be like, oh well we're wasting money here. We don't. We're wasting money. Let's get rid of the after school classes. I remember there used to be a chess club. I was part of it for a short time until I realized like I don't even like chess. I like checkers. Sorry, cat. Gotta leave ya. Okay, cat, I'm coming back. I don't have any of this stuff. Okay, I need to get down there somehow. Okay, I can't do anything. I'll just go to the level and then that. But like, yeah. I keep saying but like, yeah, but there's nothing else that I can try to end it with. It's gonna be, it's like Shaggy saying like, but like, yeah. I already missed that because I don't have like an animal buddy that's actually useful. No offense to you, cat, but like. One of my favorite games will always be Sonic Heroes. That's all I want to say. Does anybody remember like Emperor's New School? I don't know if anybody remembers that, where Cusco has to go to school to get his education. He's like 20 years old. I mean, like college, yeah, but like a high school directly? Yeah, I'll let the bat have his kiss. Ooh. Oh, wait a second. I need you. Oh. I do not know what the heck that thing is. Yes! Dead on arrival. Bum, bum. Does anybody have like a sibling that they hate? I mean, like I don't hate my sibling, but like, let me put this into a better term. Does anybody have a friend or sibling that like had a lot of potential, but like slowly down the line they started destroying themselves, and you think back to them, but you look at pictures of the old them, and you say, what happened to this person? It can either be you or a family member, because that has happened to. Because that has happened to, like... I need you, Gooey. Because that has happened to, like... Gooey, come over here. Good grief. You know what, Gooey? Gooey. Okay, look, Gooey. I need a friend to do this with me. I'll probably be back to this once I get a friend, cause I need a competent Gooey. An actual person. So this will be end of part 4, part 1 of part 4.